Where do bass go during a cold front? Where can you find them? Good morning, guys and girls. December 12, going to be a great day today. We're looking at 2 Thessalonians 2:17. 2:17. God loved us, and through His grace, He gave us a good hope and encouragement that continues forever. Where do you get hope? Where do you get encouragement? You get it from God's grace. God's grace gives us hope. God's grace gives us encouragement. How does that work? Here's what I wrote about that. Once we learn how to cast, we continually learn how to cast better. And the better we cast, the more fish we will catch. Fishing is not something that we need to learn and relearn every time that we go to the lake. So once you learn how to cast, you're just going to simply get better and better and better every time you go fishing. But once you learn how to fish, you don't have to relearn it. You're just getting better at it. Once we are saved forever. And that, of course, goes way beyond this temporal life that we have here on earth. This belief should be our focus every time that trouble pops up in our lives. Every time we have something go wrong, here's our focus. Our belief in Jesus, our trust in Jesus goes on forever. God's grace is our ticket to joy and happiness. You want to be joyful? You want to be happy? God's grace is what gives that to you. No matter how bad things are during our greatest struggles, God's grace will give us joy. It will give us happiness. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong today, I probably should have written this down. I didn't, but I think about this now. If I was to make this statement now, I would say, instead of dwelling on what is wrong today, dwell on what's right. That's it. Dwell on what's right. Here's what I wrote when I wrote this book back then. Instead of dwelling on what is wrong today, we should think about what our lives will be like 1,000 years from now. You know, I've said it before, and you've heard me say it. 50 years from now, most of us will be alive in either heaven or hell. 100 years from now, all of us are going to be alive or dead or be alive in either heaven or hell. 1,000 years from now. When something goes wrong today, just think about what we have waiting for us. Just think about what it'll be like 1,000 years from now. We have a God who loves us so immensely, and He proves it every single day. Every single day, God will prove His love to you. God proves His love to me. Our job's simple. Merely to trust Him, accept that mighty love that He so freely gives. We don't have to work for it. We don't have to earn it. We don't have to do anything special. All we got to do is accept that love, that grace that Jesus so freely gives. Here's our tip for today. During cold fronts, bass get into the thickest cover possible. So if you're going to fish this time of the year, and you know in lots of places it's going to be beautiful days on December 12th, but if you're going to fish this time of the year, you got to get in the thickest possible cover that you can when you have cold fronts come through. And even in the southern states where I fish a lot during the wintertime, when a cold front comes through, it may, in a lot of places in Florida, you may be talking about 60 degrees or 50 degrees. The bass will still get in the thickest possible cover that they can. And they won't move very far to get a bait, so you really have to peruse that cover really, really well. Guys and girls, Christmas is just around the corner, a couple more weeks. Have a great one out there today. I love you.